Hello everybody and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt. We're making bosons, we're making fermions. You just trust me on that, that's what we're doing. Yeah, we're making bosons and we're making fermions. Then we're also asking a question that is being answered, the answer is yes. I'm not quite sure what that question is. Which is interesting. I feel like I should know what the answer to what I'm making is. That's alright. So, last session we completed this thing, and this thing seems to be probably broken for the moment. That's probably bad. Yeah, none of the lights are on. Wait, what? Oh, it's supposed to do that. That's right. When it runs out, it's supposed to stop working. Cool. Hopefully my failsafe has worked. Alright, cool. Well, we got that fixed. How about some glue-ons to glue those on? That's true. We need to get some glue-ons, you're right. What were we thinking? Okay, so they're making sure that we've got enough stuff, which we will have very soon. What is... I don't know if glue-ons exist, Odaba. I don't know. They might do. But what's the tick for? Where does this tick code come from? Here, I suppose. Which is... Oh, that's really funny. Yes, I do want that turning on if we have heart, but the problem is outputs. That's funny. I don't really want it doing exactly what it's doing. It's close, but the problem is if heart's on, it's going to enable that, and then it will never reach here because heart will make sure it always goes this way. I've done some weird coding there. Okay. No, that's alright. We can fix that. I do not want that tick coming back this way. So if that's the case, make that to that. Delete, output, info symbol, and you enable info symbol now. Okay. So, good news, bad news. We have a lot of resources that we can really go through. We're going to be making these things for a while at this rate. I may not entirely want. It does get stuck there every time because the power generation just doesn't come in fast enough. It's also frustrating, but to a different level. Okay, we also do have the arcane engines ready to go eventually. They'll never actually go until... Do we have more cyclotrons? We have more cyclotrons. Do I care about more cyclotrons? Maybe what I need to do is like have a counter that doesn't do that more than 4 times. On the 4th time it just doesn't accept it. Does 4 seem reasonable? Quite frankly, nothing seems reasonable. Because they're going to run forever. Okay, you know what? 4 seems like a reasonable number. So we're going to go... We're going to have an arithmetic combinator. Going to go like that. That's going to read and it's going to pulse. When something comes in, output whatever it is. Then we have another thing. Going whatever Otis or output thing. And then we have a decider that if each is less than 3, output information symbol. That was not information symbol. And the information symbol has to equal 2. Well, we probably need to say it's cube, but... Oh, we didn't plus. That's fine. It'll figure itself out later. Okay, because I just need the cube to make more other different things right now, so... I have a funny feeling the cube's going to get stuck here occasionally. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and we want to go cube null, and that's going to send us the cube. I chuck the cube there. I don't know where we're going, but wherever it is, I'm sure the cube needs to be there more than where it is currently. Get one. Make some metal. I mean, I approve of that. We need the metals. How are we doing with this? We're doing still fine for this, which means this is probably going pretty well. Oh god. Coal is... Coal's fine, actually. Coal's fine. I thought we were about to have a problem with coal, so I went, oh god, but... Calcium is a problem, but this will pick up our calcium production. Why are we not making arcane engines? What's the problem here? We lack cube. Oh, okay, what do we actually lack? Resplendent plate. Okay, resplendent plate. What's going on, my dudes? Not enough regular metals. Well, then it's exactly where it needs to be, I suppose. This is, in fact, what I needed to do. Smart calcium is becoming a problem. Or just calcium in general. Is there another way to make calcium? Okay, out of intelligent calcium. That's not super helpful. Typo in the title. Is there? What did I put on? Ziggurat time. What did I... Oh, wait. It was ziggurat. Ziggurat. Oh. Right. How often do you get to type the word ziggurat? That's the real question. Thank you very much for that. I was almost judged by the spelling council. You don't want to be judged by the spelling council, let me tell you. They do not forgive. I'm not, you know, I'm not being mean. I'm joking around. I hope you don't see it that I'm being mean or anything. Silly. I was judged by the spelling council. Well, shit. Like, see, this is why I don't joke around. You never know who's on the spelling council. I like how the metals are all different color. That makes me happy. I wish there were more metals that made it look like not a cohesive belt of one thing. Ziggurat, not Ziggurat. I feel like it's an important thing to know. Pi has a lot of items like that. Enough. I have not had the delight to play Pi at this stage. One day we'll get there. The delight will be upon us one day. Not this day. One day. Where else does that go into? It goes into there. I wonder if I should have the fourth one that just go all the way to the other side just to like fill the resplendent plate. It sounds like a terrible idea, but it also sounds like the best idea I've ever had in my life. I mean, that's 30, 60, 120 belts per items per second going through that. 120 items per second should be enough for anyone. Bill Gates. It gets here, and then it's immediately going to just be like, oh, well, we still don't have enough. Maybe what we need to do... Oh, what if I build the ultra-dense furnace to start over here and just go further along? Would that be crazy? Yes. You know what? I think that sounds awesome. Let's do that. So let's go get some ultra-dense furnaces. Make that reality the truth. Because if it comes across there and it just has like another 10 to deal with, we just go all the way across. Because we also need to get some faster belts. Okay, the metal has arrived. I love that for us. I would consider doing the other ones, but quite frankly, I like the explosive ones. It does give you more metal, but I really need calcium. So I don't think I actually have the luxury of doing that. I'm going to need some recharges, which are over here, I'd imagine. Yeah, that's probably good. Do I want more belts? No, I think I'm alright with belts. Okay. Splendid plate is being made. That's joyous. And with that means science is being made. Huzzah! So my main goal today is get those ziggurats going. Well, a ziggurat built. And hopefully that's happening. Okay. So my theory is as follows. We're going to build another 8 of these. What if I didn't build 8? What if I built 16? I probably don't have the belts for this, but that's okay. So I would like this to go this way, and then this goes this way. We'll have to figure out how to turn everything around, but that shouldn't be too big a deal. What is the inside of this? Why is this existing? Right, the inside line isn't actually important by the looks of things. Why is it blue? Oh wait, no, that's not the inside line. No, sorry, my bad. That is just for the resource. So that shouldn't be going to there. That... Uh-oh, the cube's in here by mistake. How did the cube make it in here? The answer is poor design decisions. I knew they were going to get me somewhere. Okay, cube, you shouldn't have come here, sorry. I've offended the cube. I'm a bad man. Only bad people offend the cube. And then what I actually want to do is like... I actually want to do like as many of these as I can fit in this little space. This is the storage, right? Power's going to be a problem. I still haven't built my nuclear reactor yet. You know what? Power is made to be squandered. Squander I shall. Squander I shall squander. Still have enough ultra dense furnaces to go, so I don't really know what your problem is. Oh, it's back here again. Gosh darn it. Can't keep coming here, cube. Can't keep meeting like this. Think of what the townsfolk will say. They'll call you a loose cube. Funnily enough, it's actually doing, the build is going fairly well. I just need to stop it from doing this for the moment. Okay, so for now we're going to stop it from doing that because that's a silly goose mistake. And I don't want to be referred to as like some sort of silly goose. Okay. If I didn't need the calcium, then it would go the other way. It would probably be a lot faster, but I do need the calcium, so that's the problem. Once I've got enough calcium, then it won't be a problem, but right now it does remain a problem. Okay, resplendent plate, so that means this should have turned on now, right? Waiting for source items, yes. Let's just call it as it is. Output, cube, 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 cube. Alright, I was going to steal this train, but I feel like stealing that train is like literally the worst train to steal. So we will... This place goes the premonition cube cards place. Alright. Time to gather more junk. And affix it to my trunk. The implications there are not great, but whatever. We'll grab some more of these. We'll grab some of those. We actually do need some boxes. I feel like we're going to run out of deciders very soon. Yeah, we had 4 left. That's so close to a tragedy. Got a stack of those. We are short on these, which is interesting, so we'll grab some of those. How are we doing with blue stuffs? Blue stuffs could be improved. There is a bunch of stuff here that I really don't need to carry around with me, but I would need to find new homes for it all, unfortunately. That should do it for now, I think. Oh, I need some loaders. I think after we're done with this, I think it's time that we go and make a big nuclear power reactor. Because I think it's the right thing to do. I think nuclear power is always the right thing to do. There is no problem that's not solved by more nuclear power. That is the flasks, right? We can just chuck the flasks onto there. There we go. The flasks will find their way to glory. While we're here, I think we can grab some efficiency module at this point and efficiency module up the absolute disaster that happens when He's come through. How are we doing? 3 reactors? Oh, good. I'll take 3 reactors. Yeah, 3 reactors is a good number. Oh, looks like the cube came back. Cute. Where's the car? The car is near here, actually. Might be fast to go grab the car now. Otherwise, we're just walking away from the car. That is manufacturing things. It is, I was worried that it was out of sequence. It's not. It's still quite happy. Brilliant. Carry on then. I think my failsafe worked. Not something I usually say. Ah, my planning ahead has done well. And other lies that SeiferKatt tells himself. Okay. That goes from 50 to 30. I mean, I suppose that reduction is actually quite impressive. Yeah, we didn't quite get through everything, but quite frankly, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Can build that part up. I still wonder if I've got enough bulk inserters. Feels like I might not. Yeah, I've really asked for a lot here. I still don't have enough boxes. That is a tad distressing. Yes. Delete that. Wait, is that how this works? How do you work? Oh, so 2 of these connect to 1, 2 of those into 1. Oh, of course, we've got 8, don't we? We've doubled it. So really, when 2 of these connect into 1, it should also be converting those 2 also into 1. Right, so we're just going to get rid of that because that's just going to confuse me, I think. You shouldn't be connected to that. Should, however, be connected into... Then we make it like 1 smaller. Right, you should be connected to that. Right, yes, and then we cut your legs off. Which is a normal thing to say when doing engineering problems. I just want to make that clear. Someone's going to be like, oh my god, did he just say he's going to cut the legs off the machine? That's normal, people. If you don't understand that, you'll never be a real engineer. You can't cut the legs off someone without provocation, you'll never be a true engineer. I hope you understand that. And I pity you. How am I going to cut your legs off when you don't have any in the first place? Valid point. I don't really have an answer for you on that one either, Zoe. Also, hi. There we go. Not spaghetti at all. Trying to build a better green circuit array and your brain is failing you. You're playing what I call base plus vanilla. It's not actually base, it's just expansion. Pretty much. Base plus vanilla is just expansion. Decent quality spaghetti? I don't know what you're talking about. That's not spaghetti, that's just good engineering. Now I want 8 plus 16, that's 24. Quite a bit more than I used to do. Quality! Hey, it's quality. All you want is a full blue belt of blue circuits. Wait, of blue circuits? No, that might be too much to ask. I think the answer you may find is yeah. Waffles, thank you so much for raising quality, by the way. I guess it is quality spaghetti. Okay, we should probably wire up that last thing as well. So that will be 24 of these things. Starting here and going it goes down here, and then it is done. Only 720 green chips a second. That seems reasonable. I mean, I assume you're using foundries. If you're using foundries, it'll be a lot easier. The cube is lost to time and space. There it is. I found the cube both in time and or space. Not there yet. You started again because you built yourself into a corner. Yes. I mean, you can never build too much, right? This coal is going to be a problem. Green assembly machines. I mean, the yellow ones? Sorry, Zoe, I refuse to acknowledge that assembly 3s are green. I'm aware of you radical extremists, and I don't like it, but I acknowledge that you have the right to exist. But if I had my way, I would be sending out my goons. Also, I'd first be opening applications for goons. And then I'm worried, like, that someone will be like, oh, gooning? And I'm like, no, goons. Like, oh, God, oh, what are you doing? Put that away. And it'll all just go horribly wrong. Or right, depending on who you are. But in my case, wrong. I don't want that. Wow, these goons have a cave and everything. That's awesome. They have all sorts of cool things in their goon cave. Oh no, it's not what I meant. I hate that word. I hate it so much, and I'm perpetuating it now. Yeah, 3. I don't know, Zoe. It sounds like we're just trying to reach an agreement. Oh, you know what? They're not going to be connected, are they? Wait, are they connected? Surely not. It does look like they're all connected. Huh. That's mildly strange. What is your definition of the check mark, out of curiosity? Zoom. No, it's gonna be 24 now, doesn't it? Bunny, how you doing? Are the goons yellow as well? They're yellow or green. I honestly don't know at this point. What you been up to, Barney? Let's do a check. I'm doing well, thank you. Train did go home. Zwift. Zwift. Seems like some sort of biking thing going on. Ah! Yeah, that train hit the cube, and so the cube increases its acceleration by a massive amount. And it's a little scary. I will not lie to you. It's a little scary. Ah, you pedal your avatar. I feel like I've seen someone doing that. Might have even been you. I don't know. This mod scares you. It's interesting. It's not the worst I've played. I mean, like the scariest thing I've played. I don't know what the scariest thing I've actually played is. I mean, someone's gonna say Nullius because I didn't like Nullius, but that's just because Nullius was stupid. His circuit logic. Yeah, you know what? The circuit logic is actually a fair point to be a little apprehensive about the whole situation. So there's two ways we get a check here. It's either we get a check because O equals 1, yeah, which means that's filled up. Or, yeah, actually that's reasonable. Right, and it won't fill up because someone doesn't have the boxes that we need to finish the build. The circuits are easier in 2.0. The fact that you can do multiple if statements or and statements makes it a lot easier than rather than having to like connect up 30 or so combinators. Now, I'm not saying there isn't some circuitry in here that is bullshit. There is a little bit, but I don't mean bullshit in a positive way. There's always going to be some things there that just make you go like, ugh. But I think the fact that like I'm not going to look at my most complicated circuit because you don't need that in your life. But I mean, I can see at a glance exactly why this is or is not firing. And I can see what it's getting, I can see what it's not putting out. Like, that makes everything a lot easier. So I can see why this is firing, but I can also see, because this is an AND, I can see it's not firing for whatever reason. I've been bullshit in a positive way. Yeah. Hey, Dave. Yeah, I've struggled with that as well before, and you need like 20 combinators to just do some like, oh, okay, this is not the scary maths, but this is something I was curious on how it was going. So that should tick up by 1. And we should start making arcane engines. Ah, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Because you can read because of dealing on Microsoft XML. Yeah, there you go. So if you can read it, then you're fine, probably. I don't think it's quite ready to start making these things. It should be, like, it is actually ready to go a couple of times. That'll make 150 singularity engines. But I don't think it realizes that it's ready to go. It doesn't believe in itself. That's the real problem. I need some boxes. I mean, the spaghetti base that's just who I am. I can't design that effectively. And I thought I built big, but apparently I hadn't built big enough. But you know what? It apparently is working. And as far as I'm concerned, apparently working is good enough. Plunk. Okay. That should finish that off. And then when it comes to make metal next time, it should be kind of crazy. Oh. Oh no, we've got a slight gap in the belts. Here we go. It works until it doesn't. What more can I ask for? Honestly, in terms of how I live my life, I could not ask for anything more. Okay, what do we need for this forbidden cigarette? Zigoo! Like most of these things, we are good. Arcane driving.
Did someone order quality?
Someone did order quality. It was Dave. Thanks, Dave. It is now a legendary quality stream. I wish I could have quality raise or lower while being on a shared timer. I would like it if it could raise or lower, but the problem is I could just see someone raising the quality and then someone else lowering the quality just to be like, ha! I gotcha. You stay at 1. I don't know if this community is like that. I don't think they are, but I don't want it regardless. I'd want it to be like someone raises quality and it's like, well, the quality can go up or down. If that was the case, then I would probably... If there was a way of putting them as locking each other off, I would make it so you could go infinite quality per stream. But since I don't know how to do that, then it's not happening. S currently equals 2. That's alright with the fermions and bosons, that should change. Interesting. Why are we getting such few pink powder? Is it because coal? Kinda, yeah. We've just got so much bloody coal. I don't know what to do with it all. Okay, most of that is not real. I just don't know what to do with all the coal. I don't even think I can burn it. Gamble for quality and add quality mods to another redeem. See, I don't know how to do that. If I could, I would be there. I feel like that's a level of programming that I don't understand with Twitch. I probably have all the tools I need to do it too. That's the worst part. But I just don't understand. If I understood, then I mean we could probably do that. And that'd be fun, right? But at that point we're actually getting to programming, and me and programming are not friends. We're not even casual acquaintances. We met in high school once. We made out for a bit, and then we agreed that we'd never call each other again. And sometimes we call each other, and then we remember very quickly why we despise each other. Yeah, the classic college romance, really. Blow it up. I mean, I could blow everything up, couldn't I? But what are you specifically talking about right now? Oh, hey, the cube appears to be stuck. Why you be stuck, cube? What are you stuck on? Let's go look at you. Oh, shit. I mean, it's fine. Blow up the coal. No. Actually, I know programming too. No. Let's be honest, I probably didn't know my college girlfriend either. That's the kind of the point that I'm making here. I don't know programming. I know a very, very, very tiny amount. It's probably why I'm not struggling too much with if, ands, and ors. But beyond that, no. What happened? Did you get stuck in the... Oh. The output for the belt. Hilarious. I learned a little bit of JavaScript. No, not JavaScript, sorry, Java. And I made a really shitty Space Invaders, and it was very shitty. I just want to be clear on this. Don't think I was saying it was very shitty because I'm being modest. It was shitty, and honestly it was shitty by design because I feel like they wanted the Space Invaders game to do a very specific thing to prove that we understood the fundamentals of classes. But that's not how you play, that's not how Space Invaders works, man, and it upset me. Yeah, no, I don't know programming. I know enough to know extreme basics. Like, if something wasn't working and it said, like, a really basic reason of why it wasn't working, I might be able to figure something out, but I wouldn't know how to compile it. Those mods are big teaching, try to keep... Look, it's like they didn't understand the very basics of, the game I was just talking about. Space Invaders. So they wanted the Space Invaders, right? Everyone knows Space Invaders, okay? Sorry, I'm going to go into big screen here because you need to know how Space Invaders works. Okay, Space Invaders. Can we go into big screen mode, please? Thank you. Okay, Space Invaders. So, Space Invaders, here they are. Dun 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 dun. Okay, we know that's how they go, right? And if you go like that, then they go dun dun dun. But the way they wanted to go was like the line of Space Invaders to go woo, woo. Like they wanted them to be like a big S. Like I can't really do it because my finger is stupid. Like they wanted them to go in that pattern, so it didn't go as a block. Space Invaders. They didn't want to go as a block. They wanted to travel as an S, and I'm like, that's not how Space Invaders works. Like, that's not Space Invaders, bro. That's, I don't know, shit Centipede. Which don't get me wrong, I like Centipede, but it's shit Centipede. Shitipede, if you will. At what point? We go and make some arcane engine. Have we made arcane engines yet? We should be making arcane engines though, right? It is 3. Oh, wait. Can we go... Modulus 5, maybe. Reading the book Ender's Game, that's the style of maneuver that the teams used before Ender joined the battle school. Yeah, then they shot themselves in the legs, which is hilarious. Sorry, spoilers. Spoilers for a book I don't want people buying. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't infuriating, but it was just like, that's not Space Invaders. Like, Space Invaders, everyone knows how Space Invaders moves. I said that, and then there was like a guy next to me who's like, I've never heard of the Space Invaders, this game. And I'm like, how have you not heard of Space Invaders? And he's like, I don't know, do I need to go into a store and buy Space Invaders to understand it? I'm like, it's Space Invaders. What the hell? No, you don't need to go to the store and buy Space Invaders. He's like, but I don't want to be disadvantaged by not knowing the game. And I'm like, it's Space Invaders. And also, this isn't Space Invaders. They shot themselves in the leg. That's hyperbolic. They froze their legs to give themselves a shield and also to reduce their visibility. Did they reduce their visibility? I guess because they sort of put their legs like kneeling position. I get. They did give themselves shields. But they did shoot themselves in the leg. That's true. That was their combat strategy. Step 1, shoot yourself in the leg. Step 2, congratulations. Congratulations, just win the entire fight. Down is towards the gate. Which, you know what, I never really thought about that. Down towards the gate. I mean, I probably have thought about it, but I'm thinking about it now. It gives a frame of reference, so that way if you know which down is, now you know which way up is. They did reduce visibility because the frozen body parts were less bright. Oh, I forgot about that. So when they were frozen, they were harder targets to see. That's cool. I didn't remember that. I mean, you also got to remember the whole point about Ender's Game was it was a eugenics program. Let's not forget, Ender's Game was about a eugenics program. Time to reread, potentially. Okay. That's not quite what I had anticipated. You know what? I can work with that, actually. That's actually a better design than what I had originally come up with. Child abuse. It's not abuse when it's state sanctioned. Was it child abuse? Oh no, I'm talking about the fact that Inda was even born was a eugenics program. Like, spoilers for Inda's game, but again, quite frankly, I don't want to give that guy any money whatsoever. That's its first chapter. I mean, it's been a while since I've read it. Did I put the splitter at the end of the belt accidentally? No. Quite intentionally. Okay, you downloaded the audiobook in a game. What? No, cause see now that... Wait. Where are my... Where are my cubes? Hang on, I'm confused. Right. We don't do that anymore. You pirated the audiobook. Fantastic. Normally I would be, and I know how people feel about this line, normally I'm pretty anti-piracy. But I'm okay with it in this case. Wait, so... Right, because they went out that way, okay. I mean, you know what, I'm more anti-piracy these days than I used to be, because... It used to be like, well, you know, how else are you going to get a form of entertainment? If you want to play video games, how do you get a video game without piracy? And now the answer is, just play a free-to-play game. There's a lot of really good free-to-play games, just play those. I mean, there's enough ways to get good quality media at a decent price. Or for free. Yeah, okay, you might have to listen to some ads, and no one likes ads, I get it. But, Okay, that makes my arcade engines. There are ad blockers for that, exactly. And if the ad blockers don't work, then go use a media form that does let them work. Yeah, well that's my arcane engine sorted. Okay. This is looking good. Is this killing my power? Yeah, kinda. Very soon we're gonna run out of spectral engines, or we're gonna run out of resplendent plate first. That's okay. I think what this is proving is that this is actually a genius idea. We are almost in Ziggurat Town, people. You're still concerned about the side loading onto the splitter at the bottom of that build? Why? Oh! Oh, I see. I understand now. Thank you, Odava. But yeah, I mean, I know I get the idea that no one wants to give a big corporation money, and I respect that to a degree, but just don't. Just give someone else your time. And let's be honest, like, if we're just talking about games, there's a lot of really good free media out there that is really good stuff. Oh, that's fun. You love the pay what you want stuff. Morning, Solburn. It's not a forever solution. I like the fact that you think that me making a mistake like that would not be a forever solution. I love the like respect you've given me that I have not deserved. Solburn wishes to be the top cat. It has been done. Cat. And then we raise the price of Top Cat to 31,500, I believe I just saw. Oh, we also need to take off Don the mask, because the mask has been thrown away because I realized it was getting moldy because of the watermelon that was spilled on it. I couldn't dry it because it was a weird foam thing. It was not great. Oh yeah, decrees? Any decrees? You do get to make a decree. I always forget about the decrees. It's like the secret thing you get for Top Cat. Okay. So we need to donate another cat mask. I mean, who didn't mold the mask? I was molded by the mask. No, I can probably just get another one. Okay, we need 128 arcane engines. That might actually be enough. That's enough arcane engines. We are sweet on that. Why don't I just take these? That is enough. No, it's not. Give me one more. That is enough quantum calibration. It is. Singularity calibration could be the problem here. We're a little short on singularity calibration. But not by much. We, 2 spins. That's right, I'll just ask Mum for another mask. My birthday's coming up, I'll be like, Mum, can I have another cat mask? And my mum will just be like, what a weird thing to ask, my child, but yeah, alright. Mum, can I have another cat mask? Why is it not firing? 23. Maybe 24. 15. Okay, no, it should be 23. That's strange. I got another mask. People really liked it, but it was stupid. My sister said she was going to give me a mask and then she didn't. It was like a very ornate, yet Art Deco mask, but it never happened. I don't know if she forgot or she was just trolling me. Which reminds me, I need to get my sister back on the stream. She wants to come back. And Saturn's always fun. He's always great company. Me and my sister always were like, when we were growing up, we were just like best friends to a sort. And just coming to my, yeah. 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 I know. I like how you had to come in for that. It's pretty, like, confusing. No, it should be a meme, but it's not. Panda's just showing me a picture of an American president. I'm not saying which one, but he's wearing a crown. He's confused. Remember when America got rid of, like, royals and royal titles because, you know, they didn't trust them? You remember that? Wild. No. Okay, now I have to talk about it. I've said enough already. The White House posted a picture of Trump wearing a crown. Which is, like, it's very funny if it wasn't something the White House had posted. I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. I'm pretty sure it was White House, like the official government picture. It's not like when people draw him as like the Emperor of Man, which is also very funny, and not a happy way. We have a problem that we don't have enough metal. Oh yeah. Oh, I was not saying anything other than it being a little bit iffy. Oh, there's a chance it just destroys the modular casing. That's irritating. Zoe, you're not even American. Well, I guess we're all kind of dealing with the same shit. I say, Zoe, you're not even American, but... I mean, I could just be wrong. I just want to point that out. Just because we all believe it doesn't mean I'm right. Not American yet. Well, I'm not Canadian either, so... Used to say they're not even trying to... I'm not Canadian yet? Dude, I'm more likely to become Australian before I become American. Commonwealthian. Oh no, are we going to Big Brother? We've always been at war with Eurasia. Actually, now I think about it, I think like New Zealand was at war with England and Big Brother. Which, you know, about time we get on that. We have always been at war with trucks. Wait, where's the train? Oh, of course, the train would be... Yeah, wouldn't it? Oops. I just walked straight past the train. That was silly. Look at how slow this train is. This itty bitty train. Drugs, undefeated champion forever. Yeah. Oh, there you go. I know I shouldn't bring up politics, but I'm going to. I love the Ukrainian peace deal that's been organized with Russia. Russia gets land, America gets ridiculous amounts of money. What does Ukraine get? Well, they started the war, so yeah, no, they don't deserve anything. It's like, well, wait, when did they start the war? We all know they started it. Logophone 16? I don't know what that is. Then alcohol? Scotch whiskey. Ah. Some of the memes are really good, I gotta say. The only problem is they're not just memes, they're also reality. I think memes are fun, reality less so. I suggest in the coming days we remove reality and install only memes. Who's with me? Hey, we have another batch. Oh my gosh. That reminds me, for some reason, I don't know why saying another batch reminded me of this. Monster Train 2's a thing coming? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I haven't really looked into it, but I'm just excited to know that it's coming. You're playing it right now? How is it? More of the same but different? Ah. I didn't have a stream, I'd be playing it too. Good. When's it coming out? When's the final release? Do we know? No date yet. Have they given us an indication of date? Like this year, next year, after Silk Song comes out? That last one's gonna hurt someone, I know it. That I do not apologize. They announced it today with a demo, yeah, but they not announce it with like any sort of hint of a time? Okay, fine. I'm gonna have to look at this myself. Let's see, because it's on the front page of my games page. We're bringing the fight to heaven. Oh, yes. We're bringing the train to heaven. Hell yeah, they friggin' deserve it. You can't just announce a cool game and then not give us a time. This time the train goes up. Hell yeah. Hopefully they continue the lore. I enjoyed the lore of Monster Train quite a lot. Monster Train. It could be, you could look at it and think it's just like oh, it's just like Slay the Spire, but it's a very different game. I mean, it's the same sort of, you play cards, they have effect as Slay the Spire. But at the same time, it's a very fun version of it. Defending a train, which, okay, my biggest gripe with Monster Train, I'm willing to bet this game has fixed it, is they don't know what a train is. Right? Because a train is like train, carriage, carriage, carriage. Right? Train, carriage, carriage, carriage. This one is carriage, 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 train. Or locomotive. It's like, that's not how, trains don't go vertical. It's one train car. Yeah. I just don't like the verticality of the train. I'm not disputing that it's a vehicle. I'm just disputing that it's a train. Because trains go sideways, like along, not vertical. I mean... that joke is for a different stream where I can be sure of people's... that joke's my OnlyFans stream. I'm just saying you don't want to run a vertical train, okay? That's all I'm saying. It says he won't make joke, it makes the joke. Understanding of UI issues rather than realistic. I mean, yeah, I know. I don't actually have a problem with that game. Suspension of disbelief. I'm sorry. I can't suspend disbelief when playing video games because I demand utmost realism in every video game that I play. Anyway, how many nuclear reactors have I built that I can fit in my pocket now? I probably have enough nuclear reactors, I would say. Where was I building them? Started dev, going left to right and playtesting. Carriage extension does work better, and it's also the idea of, like, when they're on your train, right? When they're all up in your grill, on your train, messing up your shit, it makes more sense that they have to climb the train rather than walk forwards on the train to get the engine. Because at that point, you could just get on the train at any point. Why don't you just get on the train at the engine part? That doesn't make sense. Whereas when they're unclipped into the train at the bottom and have to climb their way up, it makes sense. But maybe that's just how monstrous trains are. Maybe monstrous trains don't work the same as human trains. Have they announced anything about the factions? Do we still get the Candle Boys? Do we get the same factions except more? Or how are they doing that? More factions would be nice. Like, I'd be sad if any faction was gone. There are different factions. Do we get the same guys, or are they all just completely different now? Dragons and angels so far. Huh. I don't know if I love that. I mean, I don't hate it. Like, the thing is, it's not a deal breaker for me if it's different. It's just, I like what we had, you know? This is jammed. We have too much of that. Too much calcium. If we have too much calcium, that means this should be firing now. And yet it's not. Right, yes it is. It's... Wait, why is it not firing? O should equal 1. No, it doesn't do O anymore. It shouldn't do O. It should do Ghost. I remember because it's using the same filter for something else. Back. Or can you just stop for a sec? That still needs to be tick. That needs to be ghost. Google Monster Trainer below it said Monster Trainer. Pyreborn Dragons and Banished, aka Fell from the first game in Friends. Who was Fell? That was a guy, right? Oh, Fell was one of the bosses, wasn't he? Like the one who was like ex-friend of... Hang on, Fell Monster Train. Yes, I remember Fell. Oh, so he's back as like a... ally? Neat. Okay, wait, Pyreborn Dragons. Pyreborn means... Okay, well, weren't Pyreborn like the demon boys? Okay, that's cool. I mean, look, I'm just keen for more Monster Train. I loved the game. Okay, so my next plan, I think, is trying to get the metals, the output, to a further along point. Okay, into the spaghetti, my child. Or the spaghetti shall become you, or you shall become spaghetti. That's also why I say little K when he's eating a spaghetti dinner. Which he is very cute eating spaghetti. It's everywhere, but he's so happy. And any parent will tell you a happy child is just the best thing. If you're not a parent and you don't understand what I'm talking about, it's cool. Don't worry about it. I ain't judging. Lil K just freaking loves his spaghetti. It's a roguelike, so the runs are about an hour-ish long. It's not really that much. It's not really a campaign. There are room cards, 50 attack all units on the floor, and gear. 1 unit gains... Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's very roguelike-ish, so, you know, the runs are not too long. About learning things rather than just like... I mean, look, I don't need to explain roguelikes. It is a roguelike. It is a roguelike. How would people who played it compare it to Slay the Spire? So Slay the Spire is a fight where it's 1v, like you're a guy versus things. Monster Train, it's a little bit more tower defense-y. So the idea is you got 3 floors, and every round the floors will fight, and then the angels will go up 1 level to fight the next level. And so it's not necessarily a battle to the death, and when the champion comes in, then they battle to the death. If they reach the top, then, you know, then it's all over. Well, it's not all over. Then they start actually doing damage to you, like as the train. As you are a train. Obviously. I don't think I needed to tell you you were a train. I think you knew. Look at your heart. You knew you were a train. Actually, hang on a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, never mind. I must have given it away. I thought I had a free copy, but I do not. Oh, I have Slay the Spire booster pack though. Open that. Enough for a badge? No. Never is. You're a sentient train. You kind of are. The lore is kind of a bit confusing, but there is actually some interesting lore that if you read through stuff, but it's very Dark Souls-esque lore in the fact that, oh, I didn't read the lore. Well, that's okay, the game doesn't change. Like, yes, it's still just a really good roguelike, Slay the Spire-esque, but not really. Probably don't need the mute soundtrack. I was trying to get Panda to play it because she loves Slay the Spire, but at the same time, what I forgot is Panda just wants to play the same game over and over and over and over again, so she wasn't actually that interested. But I think if she'd played it, she would have enjoyed it. The Last Divinity DLC is good. That is true. I don't know why I'm taking this. I'm not going to use it, but I just feel like it's wrong not to. I've got these engines I don't want to carry on. I don't know where to put them. There they go. They really didn't play much Last Divinity. By the time the Last Divinity came out, I was already kinda done with the game. I'd already like done maximum or highest whatchamacallit, Ascension. And I didn't really want to like go for the 100% completion because I could not be asked. Not because the game wasn't fun, it's just I could not be asked. Okay. I mean, 90% off. That's a steal. One thing I do like about Monster Train is each faction does add a little bit more complexity over the other one, but they're all very good. And the fact that when you play Monster Train, you have two factions that you're playing with. You have the champion for one faction, and then you have like a backup of auxiliary other faction. And I quite enjoyed that. How does the light part help? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, you get more cards as you level up. You just get more cards as you level up. But very Slay the Spire-esque on that one, actually. How do I make the fuel? Yeah, I mean, at a point, then you don't really need to do that. It doesn't take that long to unlock all the cards. Okay, no, seriously, where do I make the fuel? I make them in a fuel refinery. Wow, that's a thing I haven't thought about in a while. Sarcastic Salamander is very good, but he is also playing at a very high level. The original rogue was permadeath and pretty brutal. And roguelite off means not that bad. Roguelite means everything and nothing these days. So everything's just a roguelike in my mind now. People are like, but it's not a roguelike because it's not enough like Rogue. And I'm like, bitch, you never played Rogue. Don't tell me you did. Maybe you did, but most people are like, it's a roguelite, not a... It's like, don't you use Rogue's name. Get Rogue's mouth out of your goddamn name. That's the wrong way of putting that sentence. Roguelike death means completely start over. Roguelike... I don't know, but isn't a game where the potions aren't randomized? Is that enough rogue? Like, no. Light doesn't mean anything. Like doesn't mean anything. The words are irrelevant. Everything is a roguelike. Those are your definitions? See, my definition is simple. Is it a roguelike? Yes, it's a roguelike. Simple. Is it too simple? Yes. If I had a whiteboard behind me, I would just say roguelike equals roguelike. That's what I put on the board behind me, but I don't have a whiteboard behind me. But roguelike can also mean that. That's the problem. Like, I know we're really nitpicky here, and welcome to the stream, I suppose, but a roguelike is like, depending on what they want to consider, is like Rogue enough. Oh, this is enough like Rogue. No, it's not. Not enough like Rogue at all. But, you know, in this way it kind of is. Nope. No, it's not. There is only one official roguelike, if you want to put it that way, and that's Rogue. You know what, I should run a stream of Rogue. I really should not. We're gonna hate that game. No, I don't actually. Me and my sister used to play it. We got very excited about it. I'm taking the hard line. I'm taking the stupid line. Roguelike is when you made an action-adventure game, but action-adventure is too vague. You know what it is? Every game is RPG mechanics now. That's what it is. Oh, I have a game that's like Rogue, but it doesn't have random level generation. Then it's not like Rogue enough. I mean, is Diablo 1 not a roguelike if you don't save? If you don't save, Diablo 1's a roguelike. This is when I say, declare very loudly, fight me. But it's not turn-based. Well, I guess we're just adding more criteria. Like, any game can be a roguelike if you want to remove criteria of what is like Rogue. Any game cannot be a roguelike if you want to add more criteria. The real question would be, why am I fighting them? Do I care? Hardcore Classic WoW is a roguelike if you don't sleep. I don't know, it doesn't have random procedural generation or random potions. So maybe it's not a roguelike. Every game is a roguelike. Every single flipping game is a roguelike. If you don't roguelike that... it's all cake. Hurdles all the way down. So... Wait, what is the... Wait, hang on. Whoa. Hang on. Those numbers are different. The neighbor bonus is 25. Okay, so it's 80 megawatts, neighbor bonus is 25. So each one's doing 120. So 120 times 4 is 240, 480. Wow, 480, that's not bad. Then each one of these That was 10, so I need 48 of these. Okay. Do the rows of 10 for now. Will this work? I don't know. I'm not responsible for making things work. What is the cube doing? Oh, the cube is making matter. Oh, we currently have no power. That's ironic given the fact we're trying to make power right now. Is that how irony works? I don't know. Okay, then we want... Each one of these does 6. We have made the equivalent of 500. That's wrong, I don't care. So 500 divided by 6 is 83. Okay. We have 40. Fine. That's a number. How many is that? That is 24. And we wanted, what was the 8 number again? I forgot. It was like 83, I think. 83. Actually, remove those. That's 18. That is 36. That is 36 plus 18. A number that I don't need to remind you what it is. That's 72. That's enough. When the power level spikes in a ridiculous fashion. Okay, so in theory, that's good. Then we're going to have a couple of Sherman tanks, just because Sherman tanks are awesome. What if we do that? Then we go like that, we go like, oh my godness, oh my godness, we've got tessellation. That is actually kind of a cool design. If we do that, and that, then they're all connected. I didn't need to do that, but it just feels right. Sometimes design is not about what's right or wrong, it's about what feels good to you. Okay. Slugged uranium fuel cells. I don't really think we need to slug our fuel. running now? Yeah, they're all running. Cool. Let's do that there. I'm going to put a solemn receptacle down, I think. How do we reclaim? How do we Coverix reclaim? Worry about that later. Filters. Monster Train has mechanist cats. It does, they're the shopkeepers. I like poking them in the face because they don't like it. Just like a real cat. By the Omnisire. That's not where you go, you silly goofs. Out, out. Out, out. I probably didn't need, I didn't actually need to do that. Uranium is less than, I don't know, 100. Actually, 200. I mean, if ever a game gives me a feature where I can click on something repeatedly and it goes, "Oh, stop poking me," I'll always poke it in the face. Like, I don't care what the game is, I will do it every single time. I don't care. Like, I just don't care. I just want to poke things in the face. That doesn't make me a bad person. That makes me a realist. Because at this time, SeiferKatt realizes he doesn't quite know what being a realist actually means. Oh, we have no power. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Not only do we have no power, we have no power. We are powerless. We are powerless. Yeah, this is bad. Oh no. Oh, oh no. Oh no. I don't know how I get out of this. Yes, I do. Step 1. Put all the shit in a box. Take as many cubes as you can find. Step 1. Mine a huge stone rock for coal. I can't do anything with coal. I understand what you've said, but you actually can't use coal in this mod. Not for burning. Step 2. Yeah, new problem. Well, it did generate some brief amounts of power. Not enough to do anything real with. Instead, all we've done is upset it. I don't know how we fix it. The cube has 250 megajoules in it. To run this takes 25 megajoules. We need to get cubes back. We need cubes. If I can get... all connected. Solar panel power is not a thing in this, is it? Only portable. Okay. Okay, we need boilers. We don't make boilers. That's okay. I've got a couple of theories of how I can do this. It's not the end of the world, it's just going to take a little bit of time to fix. I can manually discharge them. Had a starter base, now it's time for a restarter base. Right, we can... I like how it's catastrophe recovery procedure. So we can get the dormant cubes. We can make the cubes dormant, we can reassemble it, then we can charge it with our hands. You know what? Not the worst plan I've ever heard in my life. We currently have 44 cubes. We need 64 cubes. One of them is currently here, stuck. I know how I can fix this. I'll rephrase it. I know how to fix this one particular thing. Backup turbines. They generate you an extra 20 kilowatts. I'll be honest, not working as well as I'd hoped it would. Yeah, that's a good start. We are now at 0 power through the entire base. Okay, no, that's fine. How do I do this? I need power in multiple ways. New step 1. Disconnect the power generation of the base. The power generation working. I need this cube out of here, and if I pick it up now, it doesn't work. That is going to be generating 3 kilowatts. $40 kilowatts out of a required 25 megawatts. Not typically known as not typically known as ideal, but that is working to some degree. I know how I can get power working though. That's the good news. I actually just need to turn on this reactor and that'll get it back on track. You know what? I never want to use the skin anyway. Okay. That's gonna do something, I hope. Because the idea is that's only for very specific broken times, which we should never be in. Hold up. Fuel right there. It's not going to do a lot, but it's going to do something. Gives us 103 megawatts. Taking that fuel with me. Okay. I'm probably going to do manual discharges. The rest of this. This is always my favorite part of Factorio, when everything just goes to... Oh my god, look at all this fuel that we've just got sitting here. Got all this fuel. I'm hoping in the brief time we got some amount of power going, we managed to nab a cube or two. Okay, we have 50 out of 64 cubes. The great news is it's actually fairly easy to disconnect from the power grid. Bad news is disconnecting from the power grid. Gonna break things. Oh wait, no it won't. You just do this. Here we go. Now officially disconnect from the power grid. Okay. Next step. Where did I put my box of crap? There, okay. Oh right, because we've got all these cubes. Yeah, it's... Start deactivating the cube, please. This, no joke, is one of my favorite parts of Factorio. Quite limited power is the problem. No. No. You don't power that part of the base. Ah, no. Hello. Oh, thank you. No. Yeah, good news. The power is too low to actually pick them up when they come past. I never thought I'd be happy to see such low power. No, come back here! Ah, shit. The power's being to pick up, that's the problem we're running into now. Oh, I think I saw a cube going that way. Ah. I don't know how many cubes we need still, but number is going down and I have to take that as a good sign. Okay. And we're still short a cube. Still too short, two actually. There we go, and I think that's all my cubes. So now I think we can... We've discharged the cubes. We can reassemble the cube manually. Okay, we're good. Come on. We can charge the cube. I don't know where my car is. It's not very helpful. There we have a charged cube. As the cube can work when there's 64 cubes? Not happily. It tries to find a middle point. Which, understandably, it struggles with a little bit. Okay, let's just make sure everything's set where it's supposed to go. That goes there, yes. That's going to go there, trust me on this. I just need a bunch of metal, I don't really care. $50 say the subcubes unionized before the end of the run. What subcubes? We don't have subcubes anymore. We only have DOM cubes. I'm sorry. Okay. So now we use our backup turbine. Oh. Oh, right, that's the wrong stuff. Of course it is. Okay. Sorry? Hang on. Must be started with the cube. One hulking daddy cube, that is correct. Right, decider combinators are needed, aren't they? Oh, of course not. Of course not. Right, okay, but if there's only a short time, I think, where you can put the fuel in there. Okay, so you know what? I was going to do something fancy. I don't think so. I think we just leave it going. Just leave it going forever. Soon we'll be making steam, and then life will be good. There's 238 and 234, of course it does. Okay, that's fine. We are progressing. So. We're just going to leave that there. That's doing fine. I was kind of thinking we were building a ziggurat today, but now I think it's fairly certain that I'm not. Which is a bit disappointing. I'm a little disappointed, I won't lie, but it's okay. Sometimes you just gotta understand you're not going to build a ziggurat, and that's okay. It is, after all, forbidden. It's a good joke, but it doesn't make me happy. All right. So there's a line for the cube that goes through there. I don't know if I can extend that further. If I can, I shall. Very soon I am anticipating having 200 megawatts of power, which is not a lot, but it's enough to get everything back on track. Or rather get the track beginning to do something again. You know what? Force build is amazing. The fact that it does exactly what you'd have to do manually, it is the best feature this game's ever added. Cool. So, do we have stations? We do. We need 2 stations, of course. Most important station is the fact that we read that. Finally, we read the thing that doesn't even reach. Does this thing make power yet? No. No, it's not making power yet. Fine, we just basic matter. It's not that big a... Don't get all up in your pants because you don't have some basic matter in your pants. Basic matter is everywhere. Look, there you go. It's fixed now. Sorted. Okay. Where's my pump? I cannot see it. There it is. Okay, power. We have some degree of power being made right now. Able to disable if fuel less than 100. Do we not have enough water? We do not have enough water coming through. That's okay. It's not great because we need to get... I thought I was safe. I thought I was safe. I just kept running. I saw the train. I was like, you know what? I won't be there. I can't see it. You know what? This is perfect. You know what I'm going to do while I walk there? I'm going to build some pumps. The pump of shame. Sounds like something else going on there, but that's okay. We're going to be pumping in shame. Meters away. It's surprisingly harder to see a dead body than you think sometimes. Alright. Okay, temperatures will go down quite quickly, that's not too simple. We are generating sufficient power for the moment. That's also not surprising. That's cube null. That's cube. Okay. Okay. Goes out, that goes in. Goes around. I guess the game's telling me I gotta go pick up my corpse sometime. They're picking up your kid from daycare. Hey, Steve, this is the corpse daycare. We notice your corpse is still here, so if you can come pick him up, just whenever you get the chance. But if it's not before 5, we will be calling the cops. Thank you. Bloody corpse. Kindergarten. Always tell me what I should and shouldn't do with my corpses. Alright, the question is, how many? Enable disable if less than 500, and that's the wrong thing. It should be fuel. Yeah, I'm going to need to deal with that depleted uranium fuel at some point. The good news is not now. Deal with it later. Always important to consider what to do with the depleted uranium fuel another day. You never need to worry about it right now. Right, let's build a bit of storage just in case it's needed. Wonderful. Oh, Cube Train, where are you at? You're there? I really need you, like... Oh, hang on. I know one of the major problems we have here, and it's the fact that we've got the Stygian power source is probably full of worms. I wonder if it'd be viable to get the worms down here. Pretty sure that's where we went wrong. Stygian's power source got filled with worms. A worm got into my brain and died. Dangerous move there. Right, yes. Look, you know what? I'm gonna take a break on science for a moment. We're still really desperately trying to keep going. And I normally would appreciate that, but not anymore. Try that again. Enable, disable, fuel greater than 400. The idea it stops here at 500. Go grab some uranium as well. Like, that's enough for 700 power cells. That's more than enough for a few hours. Oh no. We have a minor problem here. We have a couple of problems here. First off, that's got to reinitialize, as does that. We're just going to charge it by hand, give it a good rub. Everyone knows that's how you charge a cube, just rubbing it up. The cube is rubbed up. Cube's in there, great. And then we'll put the cube back in there, and that should sort us out for a while. Now, it is worrying that we're only going to have a certain amount of fuel, but I am hoping... Oh good, that's filling up. Out of curiosity, how much fuel will you take? You will take 3.6 per minute. Okay, and how much do you make? You'll make 12 per minute. Okay. So it will take a little... Okay. So we're filling that up with uranium fuel. That's cool. That's a normal thing that we do. But sometimes this game wants to test me. It wants to see if it can break me. And normally I would approve of such bullshit. But right now, I fear it is going to win one day. So that's 100, you want 500. Now I also want to get some metal in there just to make sure that nothing untoward happens to my babies. We're just going to do that. Then we're going to put it going the right direction. Not going to be enough metal for now, but that's okay. That's a problem for another day.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Are you following Krieger Kale? Appreciate it. Why do you not want to output that? Oh, because it doesn't actually matter. Right, it mattered for... There was a time when it didn't matter for when I was doing something. Oh, my corpse is still there. I should probably pick that up. Oh, it's got a bunch of crap I don't need. Or in my life, really. Still need to carry those around. Okay. I'm going to drop off some things that we don't need. That'll hopefully reduce our problems. We do not need those. The Stygian labs will need to be fixed up at some point, but they will sort themselves out. I believe in Stygian labs. Good day to you, Meow. Good day to you, Meow. Always. An upper storm. The only way to truly meow. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go a litter box. Gotta keep with the cat theme, right? Okay, that didn't actually help us. That surprisingly did. Okay. We'll pick up my corpse. You know, there's nothing better than picking up your corpse on a hot summer's day. Oh. Where are you off to? Less than. Okay, where to? Give it a second. And we're off. That's not an unreasonable place to go to. Now, one place it could want to go to is go make more basic matter, which, funnily enough, is why our power got killed in the first place. But I feel like this power's going to be more stable. I'm going to learn very soon if I'm correct on that one. Probably not. It'll absolutely kill my power in a hilarious new way. Not a hilarious new way, it'll be the same way as always. Running a whole bunch of machines that cost 30 megawatts each. The classic way to do it. What all the cool kids are doing, killing your power in a stupid manner. What do I mean? Oh, hell, it doesn't actually have any power right now because I just can kill the power lines. So it currently requests 0 power. Oh god. That was not 0 power. I have 0 thingamajigs connected. Oh yeah. Okay. The good news is it won't make the power cells run out any faster or slower. Power cells are going to run out at the same rate they always did. So we'll take that. Positive news, it also doesn't seem to be killing my power, which means it'll get through this pretty quick. Actually, are we draining these batteries? No, the steam tanks is doing just fine. But it does sing. Power might be being reduced slightly. $377. Is it going to go down from 377? Yeah, power is, the steam is running out slowly with what we're doing. Heat is probably also going down. Yeah, so we can't do this forever. Good news is we probably don't need to do it forever. We just need to do it until we've got enough. And it's already like 1/6 the way there. So I'll take 1/6. The ghost crystals don't take nearly as much power. Okay, you're the ghost crystals. That's fine. We've got plenty of ghost crystals to go around. Yeah, that's 1/3 of the way there for that one. Okay, cool. Power, I think I am happy to say, is probably resolved. That was concerning for a long time though. But, like all problems that I experienced while playing Factorio, I managed. Now, power's good now. I'm not worried. There is 2 types of power that aren't currently doing their thing. Hey, stick stand. How you doing? There is currently 2 types of power that are not going the way they should be. But, I mean, I'm not complaining about that. It'll pick itself up when it gets around to it. Coal. Can't use coal for it. God. Okay. That is sufficient. Let's just check the uranium power. How's that going? I feel like it didn't used to be so dark Yeah, that's the actual telling thing, that the heat temperature is going down. You can't see it, but it's going like, it's going down by 0.05 every sort of second or so. So it is going down, but 0.05 of a degree is not earth-shattering. And it should be fine by the time it finishes this, which is about halfway done now. Okay, my ziggurat is probably no closer to being complete. I need concrete. Let's go find concrete. I don't even know where concrete is. I do build it, right? Yeah, it's just down there. Okay. I love Control F. What a great key combination. Like, I wonder if Stolberg didn't tell me how long it would take for me to learn it myself. And would it have been Troopin's videos? Probably. Usually Troopin. In a bizarre, chaotic manner. That's what we love Troopin for, right? Troopin's there for the chaos. Hey, ziggurat! Okay, so that's enough concrete. Haunted energy cells, they're probably fine right now because they've absolutely shat the bed. Due to too many tendrils in my shit. Which is a fine thing to say until you go into a world of anime. You never want tendrils in your shit in anime. I don't need to explain why, just don't Google. Just trust me for once. Gosh, I know who I am. I know I'm difficult to trust, but just trust me this one time. Please. I beg of you. There was a running joke in my group of friends where one of the guys is about, well, he's a few years older, like 5 years older or so. But it would always be like, he'd be like, I don't know what reference this is. Should I Google it? And we're like, are you at work? And he's like, yeah, don't Google it. Like, okay. And you look it up later, he's like, God damn it, guys. Well, look, we told you not to Google it. You Googled it. So that's your fault. So, you know, I always try to give a warning when I say something that's probably something you shouldn't Google at work. Or Google at all, quite frankly. I mean, you know, but most of you are grown-ass adults and you can make your own minds up on what you want to Google. And I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. What are we short on? 4 runs. Actually, it's only 2 runs of singularity calibration data. Could we do that? Could we do the calibration data today? Can I at least make the bloody ziggurat today? You know what? I think I can make the ziggurat today. Let's do it. No sleep until ziggurat, as they say. We need resplendent plate. And this is where I find out I don't have enough resplendent plate. 400 resplendent plate, that shouldn't be difficult. As long as this belt doesn't run dry. Okay. That's my resplendent plate, and then we just need to get very little else. And it looks like that's almost done anyway. It's just doing the ghost crystals now. I saw that train. Before anyone's thinking I didn't see a train, I totally did see it. I'm just going to stand here. Let the cubes come to me. I'm going to have to go and drop off some of the cubes, I just realized. I can't carry this many cubes. Ridiculous. I'm tiny. I am a tiny, weak man. Maybe if I put the mausoleum down first, it would have been a better idea. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, here's my cubes. Here's my cubes, here's my cubes, here's all of my cubes, I'm gonna eat them all. A nom nom nom. Sorry, I didn't quite know where to go with that song, so I just went nom nom nom. Is that everything? You'll note the cube cam is zooming in because it sees the average is getting closer. Cool. Excellent. Now I need that train to go back to 1, otherwise we break its rotation. Yeah. It's like walking on one of those travelators where you feel like you're not really going that much faster. Where are you? Oh, you're there. Okay, I don't really care that much. Why can't I throw the travelator? Sorry, not the travelator, the cube. Throwing the travelator isn't going to help anyone. I just want to see what the ziggurat gives us. I want to like be aware of what is going to happen next. Thank you for the increase of quality, Veldak. Appreciate it. Okay, that is good to go. We're gonna start researching the train. Sorry, not train, the spider. I probably won't make one, but I'm gonna work on it anyway. And this makes 50 per thing, yep. Oh wait, do we not have enough water coming through for this? Not really. I didn't know we were water limited. And yet clearly we are. Okay, well if I put a Sherman tank here just to cheer it up. Yep, sure, we'll put on SeiferKatt. Whereas I've been hit by a train like once or twice this stream, so it's probably a good idea. Don't go near water. Thank you. I appreciate the request for safety. Okay, let's see if this ziggurat drives me mad. If the ziggurat situation is so bad, this might be the last stream of UltraCube. I am joking, mostly. 50-50, honestly. No, I'm not. I'm not a coward who gives up. Except for right at the end, except the literal end where I'm like, this is going to take me another 20 hours to do this. Zig it out of there. Yeah, exactly. How long is this going to take to build? 300 seconds. Okay. I'm just going to go and leave for some unrelated reason. Don't worry about it. Gonna go somewhere else while that's happening. I'm regretting dropping off these speed modules. What? Just hold 20 of them. Cube train's not in the right place right now. I'm going to put you to 90 for now. You don't actually deserve to be at 90, but that's where I'm going to put you. Just so that way the cube train doesn't try to run away again. Okay. And then we'll switch that priority back to 50. Alright, we're at 35. We're just going to watch this forbidden cigarette. I know it's forbidden. Now the important thing is once this is built, this is going to enable new research option. And I anticipate this will probably give me the last research option. Which is exciting. So it's still going to take another, let's see, it's 80, okay, so 300 seconds becomes almost half. Not too long. I'm just excited to see how bad this is going to get. Like, I'm legitimately excited about this. Because, I mean, this could be bad. And I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be bad. I just hope it is. But if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm actually looking at an idle game on the side screen. Why? I don't honestly know. Gotta wait for this to finish. It's 95%. See, that's what you do. When you're not sure what to do for a few seconds, you look at an idle game that no one can see. Improves your work. Okay, forbidden cigarette constructed. The max consumption of power from this is 4 gigawatts. The minimum consumption is 50 megawatts. Okay. What have we got? We have the Helvetica scenario. Be wise to make the necessary arrangements beforehand. And then we have Complete Annihilation card, which requires additional... We're going to make additional research. Okay, the Helvetica scenario. What is this? We turn the cube and bottled euphoria into a legendary iron gear wheel, debris, and basic antimatter units. Then, the cube is destroyed. See, I saw this before and I thought this made another cube. No. So it makes ultra-dense debris. Then we use the ultra-dense debris to make ultra-dense particle. Then we use the ultra-dense particle, ethanol, mineral water, which is why we're saving it, to make ultra-dense concentrate. We use the ultra-dense concentrate and unstable gas to make ultra-dense debris, which we use the ultra... Oh, God's sake. Now, here's the fun thing. These numbers do not add up. You need to make a specific amount of something, or you are going to get into a situation where you have too much of one thing and not enough of another. Oh, that's bullshit. He says, smiling. It's not that bad. Like, I've kind of gotten close to doing these sorts of things anyway. It'd really just have a bunch of mathematical units. I've almost done these sorts of things before. It's not that big a deal. The only thing I need to do is why you save before you destroy the cube, because you can soft lock. Yeah, I can see that. It requires a bit of everything, doesn't it? So, I mean, the best place to put this would be like around here, and then everything just sort of connects to it. I need to work out the maths for this. This is a math stream next. Do people even want to see me do the maths on this? Or do I just work this out off stream? I'm not going to do it now. This is the end of the stream. But... oh, that's fun. I'm actually legitimately excited about trying to figure this one out. How much of your audience is engineers or programmers? We all like the math. Technically, you don't need to math. You cannot overdo anything critical. You still need ratios. Oh, sorry. I thought ratios were maths. My mistake. Yeah, okay. The chat would actually probably love me to do the maths. We'll do the maths. We'll do the monster maths. Ratios are accounting? So you would end up with... I mean, I suppose you work backwards, right? You want 64 ultra-dense composites, which means you need... however... you'd work backwards. That's how you'd do it. And then from there you can work out how many times you need to run each process. Oh yeah, that's not hard. Yeah, we'll do that on stream. I won't even think about it until then. Alright. You can't turn them all into one thing though, because some of them want other stuff. Alright. Thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Up with my jacket. Hope you... no, it's still wrong. Backwards. No. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm doing this now. I hope you enjoyed yourselves today. If you're new here, please do consider following. I do play a lot of Factorio. It is mostly Factorio that I do. So, if Factorio is something you like, then be here for more Factorio. I've been told to do What the Shirt, so do What the Shirt. Today's shirt is my Outer Wilds shirt, because Outer Wilds is a freaking amazing game. And I don't need to explain why. Unless you haven't played it, in which case I would awkwardly tell you it's just a very awesome game. Because I can't really tell you much about it. You just have to sort of just accept that. Anyway, now that I got that out of the way. So, Odaba there has posted the social links. youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That is where I... the flight controls are rough. They are, but you get used to them. You do get used to the controls, and after a while it's become second nature. You can start doing some really cool stuff. youtube.com/SeiferKatt is where I post VODs. There is about 2,000 hours of Factorio content if you really want to watch it. And there's also a bunch of other stuff. Apparently my YouTube channel is 13 years old now, which terrifies me. The YouTube account is now old enough to have its own YouTube account. Yikes. There's also the Discord link, which is not old enough to have its own Discord channel, which is cool. I appreciate that. Normally I do play Factorio most streams, but on Saturday I will be playing Darkest Dungeon on the Confession mode because I have received a key for the Abomination and I am keen to give that a look. So let's do that. I know people on the channel like seeing Darkest Dungeon and me losing my absolute shit. Also, if you want to watch Darkest Dungeon, the YouTube channel, I've got a YouTube exclusive series that I'm running of Darkest Dungeon for the Kingdoms mode. I make mistakes and somehow work through them. It's always fun. me making mistakes and working through them, that's just kind of the channel, isn't it? My channels. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.